We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. So go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
All right, that banging intro song. That song be
guys.
banging, boy.
Yes. So hey, good morning.
Hey guys, welcome to another day God has given you.
All right, baby. That's it. Good morning. So let's speak to the chat. Hey Sharon, our moderator, we appreciate you so much. What's up, Kelly?
Yes.
What's up, Rhonda? Yes. I'm excited this morning. We're not going to prolong the time. We're trying to get people a chance to come on in and speak when you come in. So we're excited today to introduce something new to Birmingham, Alabama. Yes, y'all, we not boring, child. We do got paved roads, despite some of what y'all saying.
And we got more than one traffic light.
Yes.
We got like 5.
So yes, good morning, Jackie. Good morning, LB. All right, you guys. So I want to first introduce somebody that you may be familiar with if you have ever watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. So yes, you may be familiar with her, but I'm going to introduce her and bring her in the chat. I'm not going to prolong y'all date on today. So yes, y'all just come on in, speak when you come in. Good morning, private person. All right, private person.
I don't name private person.
So they could be watching on Facebook. So good morning. So at this moment,
You want to do the drum roll?
Yeah, do the drum roll, baby. Is that a drum roll or bees? It sounds like bees.
It's bees doing a drum roll.
All right, so we want to introduce to you. All right, Miss Ima Price. Yes, she is the executive producer and creator of Seenagers.
Seenagers of Birmingham.
Yes. Give her a round of applause.
Yes. Hercules.
I love this. Thank y'all so much for having me. I had to laugh because you were like, is that drum or bees? Well, I got my grandma Bee behind me right here. One of my ancestors. Right behind me, her name is Beatrice Price. She's a Birmingham legend. So when you were like, is that a drum or bees? It's both. So thanks for having me, guys.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
It's all connected. Yes. All right, great. So first, some people may know you from Love and Marriage Huntsville. You did, appear on Love and Marriage Huntsville, so it may be a familiar face. So we're just going to get straight into it. So I'm going to ask the question. We're kind of going to bounce
back and forth.
So let's just start with the first one. Let me just say this, give a, as they say, what? House cleaning rules or whatever. When people come in the chat, when you come in, please make sure that you like this video, share it on your publications. We are now on streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube and as well as my personal Facebook page. So you're able to share it on all different platforms. Make sure that you like it and make sure that you comment in the chat. Now, this morning, we're doing positive vibes, positive energy. So we want all positivity today.
That's
okay?
Right. Keep that negative stuff at home.
Yes.
We don't need it right here. It's Sunday morning. Let's keep it clean.
Yes.
Keep it positive.
So y'all heard from the man.
Right.
And so we have Sharon that's in one of our moderators. She is moderating the chat. So if anything negative, she will delete it. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get started.
So the question is asked. People want to know, are you still working with Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Well, that's a good question. But first, I want to just thank you guys. I knew when I met you at Miss Wanda's birthday party that you were going to be soul family for me. So first, I just want to say thank you for giving me this platform to speak. Thank you for making me feel safe to speak my truth. And we soul fam for life. So let's go.
Life.
Thank you for asking me that. I just want to say before I say anything that everything I do is because I want to be the light in the world that I came to be. I want to be the change that I want to see. So I think we have enough drama in our own lives. I think we're all dealing with enough trauma resurfacing individually. That's why we're all trying to heal right now. So I don't want to add to anyone's trauma. I don't want to add to the division or divisive energies out there. I don't want to contribute to anyone's bitterness. So for me, I love Love and Marriage Huntsville and what it's done for the city. I love Love and Marriage Huntsville and what it's done for Huntsville. I love Love and Marriage Huntsville is what it's done for the individuals on the show because they deserve it. They're hardworking, beautiful Black people. But for me, being on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because this is a safe space, being on Love and Marriage Huntsville was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. Wow. Just kind of dealing with that world was like very emotionally draining for me. And it was spiritually taxing for me. And it was physically, it took a toll on my nervous system. So point blank period, being on that show almost killed me. Wow. Literally, I had a stroke in my car the night after that Healing Circle episode and that whole debacle. That's why I couldn't show up for filming the next morning. It was very emotionally draining and mind wrangling as a healer trying to develop genuine relationships with people on the cast because of the fragmented way everyone has to live their lives. And I get it. I understand it. It's a business. It's a game. It's the Matrix. I understand that. But as a genuine person, that type of entertainment wasn't really a good fit for me or someone like me. I'll put it to you like this. My sister, Destiny Payton, she told me this. And she always says, reality TV is not for the faint of heart.
I agree with that.
And I would like to add that it's also not for the pure of heart.
Yeah, I agree with
because
that.
I consider myself a pure-hearted person, and the pure-hearted see God, and we also see everything else that is unseen. So I just want to say, for me, it wasn't a healthy environment. For me, I'm so grateful for everyone on the show. I love Melody Cherie. I just want to say I love you, Melody. I love Melody. I'm happy for her success. And she deserves everything that she has. She has worked so hard. She has sacrificed a lot. And because of that, I will never speak poorly of her publicly. And I feel the same way about Carlos. I love you, Brother Carlos. I will never speak publicly about him. But I told you, Brother Carlos, I told you in that last email, I said, oh, brother, when I realized what was going on, I said, this is going to be a holy war and a prophetic drama like Real Housewives has never seen. And then it's happening, so I'm happy for everybody and for what's going on. And I love Melody and Carlos and everyone on the cast, but, and I appreciate what they've done for me. But I know that for me, that particular entertainment was unhealthy for me spiritually, personally, and emotionally. And I think that people are tired of it. So for me, I decided not to complain about it. I was public about me not being a part of it. And I want to apologize if anyone misread that for me having beef with Carlos or Melody or the cast. I love these people. I love all of them. So you ain't going to come to me talking bad about nobody. But no, you probably won't see me on there again. And I think that me being on the show was just God using me to see where I needed to be, where my lane was. That wasn't it. And now I was able to create from everything Carlos has given me, everything Melody has given me. Now I'm able to create in my lane where I belong, kind of changing the narrative, and that's how Seenagers was born.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right. That's
yeah, you wrap that up, right. From the beginning to the end. So yeah, thank you for clearing the air with that one.
All right. Do you still keep up with any of the cast members from the show, Huntsville?
I do. Destiny and I connect from time to time. She's always been such a sister to me. She's been very positive, very safe. So I consider her a friend and someone I trust. We connect from time to time. And y'all saw Miss Wanda on season 1 of Seenagers. And Miss Wanda is a friend of the show and a friend of the family. I mean, Keisha worked for my mom years ago. I love Miss Wanda. I love Letitia. And I felt that Miss Wanda is a very witty and wise elder. And I was very grateful that in our program, in our show with filming, we got to honor her and highlight her in a different way that she's not normally seen. So y'all will be seeing her in the show. And of course, Cousin Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yes, trust me. We know. We
Yes.
know.
Cousin Bernard gonna get there. However,
Yeah.
Cousin Bernard get there.
We
So
know,
yes.
yeah.
We're
Yes,
very-
y'all will be seeing more of him on season 2. You know, shout out to Snake Pit Productions. Cousin Bernard is a friend of the show, and you know, y'all will be seeing him as well as some other Silver Fox real OGs on season 2. So
Okay, all right.
yeah, they're family.
Gotta represent the silver foxes on these shows, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, and for those that don't know, this is how Ima and myself and Eddie connected at Miss Wanda's birthday party. So yes, and we love Miss Wanda, despite the people that don't want us to love her. You can't stop us from loving and liking who we love and like. So yes, we have connected with Miss Wanda. She is of course closer to us in Birmingham versus in Huntsville, because she lives in Bedford. So yes, we love Miss Wanda. Shout out to her for because if it wasn't for her birthday party, this probably would not be
Just connection on
connected.
them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So what happened to the play you supposed to did on the show for Huntsville? What happened to that play? What happened? Come on. What happened? What had happened?
I like that boom boom pow. Them chickens jocking my style. They trying to jock my swagger. I'm on that next now. I'm so 3008. You so 2008. I got that boom boom boom. That cool for boom boom boom. Let me hit it.
Okay. Black Eyed
That
Peas.
was a line. That was a line from one of my favorite songs, "Boom Boom Boom" from Fergie, and I like to quote that sometimes. I also like to quote this. Oh, hold on. I've been driving on this road too long, just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, and oh, I've been driving on this road too long, trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, I turn my head to the east, I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west, still nobody beside. I turn my head to the north, while that bill that they call pride, that old me's dead and gone, but the new bill be all right. Cause that's a rendition from T.I. and Justin Timberlake called "Dead and Gone."
That's right. Okay.
All right. So that you gave us the answer. All right.
So that's your playlist, right? That's your.
That's my playlist. That's my playlist that first of all, I'll just say I can't speak on that right now.
Right.
But I will be back in November. Y'all said I was coming back in November for when the show comes out, the premiere in November sweeps. Right. I'll be able to give all the details about the Black Mother monologues, the play, where we're going to be, and how that went in November. But I can't speak for it now. So I just want to share some tunes from my playlist right there.
All right, there you go.
All right, so let me ask you this. Tell us about the docu sitcom you have coming out and what inspired you to create it.
Well, like I said before, I had such a wonderful experience learning from Melody Cherie, learning from Carlos King. I feel like God allowed me to glean from some of the best in the world so that I could use it in the spirit for my own work. And like I said, I love them, and I pray that everyone makes it out alive. I did not. But from that experience, I realized the things that I was kind of complaining about and sharing with production and Melody, those were the things that God wanted me to create from. Because we can do two things in this life. We can complain or we can create. So I feel like right now in reality entertainment, which is dominating the entertainment field, I mean, sitcoms are kind of out. 1 hour dramas are making it, but they're kind of out. Everything is going to streaming, number one, and reality, number two. So right now in reality, I felt like there was nothing but broken families, fake friends, and gossip and slander over popular people in places that none of us probably live in. And for me, I really miss high vibrational TV. I miss Cosby Show. I miss Different World. I miss Living Single, The Golden Girls, old school comedy. So I know that for my personal path, your journey is supposed to kind of collide with your purpose. And the Black Mother Monologues, which is the play that Melody Cherie showcased on the show that I wrote, and we're going to be premiering in the spring. That play is about mother-daughter dynamics. And it's about healing and about how our relationships in the world kind of stem from whatever relationship we have with our parents. So that's how Seenagers was born, because it's a sitcom style reality show based in Birmingham. But we have real friends and real conversation and real life situations, but we're healing in a comical way. Right. So I feel like for mother-daughter relationships all across the world, baby boomers with their, with their millennial or Generation X children, teenagers from the age of like 60 plus to like early 80s, it's going to be a program where you can grab your mom, your grandma, grab your auntie, grab your cousins, and you can think about what we're talking about, talk about it amongst yourselves, laugh and heal. I just want to be a part of putting positive energy back in the planet. And so this sitcom is kind of like the lesson that I learned from working in that world. How could I take it, flip it, change the narrative, and give something to the people that they want? Because there is a section of people who want something different. So Seenagers is that.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm excited. All right. So let me ask you the next question. Why do you think that we need to say more diverse Black women on TV? Why do you think we need to see more diverse Black women on TV?
I think because right now, if the Black women who are represented are not, first of all Black women in TV right now are representing a lot of masculine energy. I think that we don't see any Black women in their feminine energy on television. Even if they're a quote unquote housewife, they're still very dominant, very bossy, trying to be somebody's boss, climbing some corporate ladder out in the world, not in the home, concerned about their makeup and not concerned about their kids. It's a weird, warped role model we got going on. And I do a lot of ministry, and I work as an extension agent for the University of Tennessee. So I'm in high schools, I'm in colleges working with young women. And right now it's very sad to see what has happened. I just spoke to a coordinator of school health in my county that I serve here in West Tennessee. And they have a problem with women who are 16 to 18. So these are young women sneaking off to Miami, getting butt shots so that they can look like people they see on TV. And they're only 16 years old. This is in a suburban Tennessean community. There are young men getting in fights over very worldly, surface, ghettoized mentality because of rap music and everything else. And I think that's all they can be. That's why I really feel like it's our responsibility to put some different images out there. Every Black woman is not trying to be a boss. Every Black woman is not loud in your face. Every Black woman isn't more concerned about her lashes than her real life. We have to put different images out there. And if we don't, the people who are watching these shows, the next generation is going to be limited in their expectation, because they're going to think that every Black woman, if you're Black and you're a woman, you need to make sure that your hair is on point, your wigs are right, your lashes are laid, your makeup is perfect. And then after that, then figure out your life. Well, that's why a lot of people are having nervous breakdowns and suicidal, because we're not giving people tools to live. So I think that there are different types of Black women out there. There are bohemian Black women. There are academic Black women. There are awkward Black women. Thank you, Issa Rae. We have to have different types of representation out there. So I think right now, to be on reality TV, you kind of have to be a certain type of Black woman and live a certain type of life. And I'm very grateful for Demi TV and Roku TV and Apple TV and ITV for putting this image of Seenagers out there. Number one, women over 60, over 65. And actual representations of women of color that are more diverse, unorthodox, maybe even kooky, to give the introverts of the world and other cultures an opportunity to be invited into our world.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. We need more of this out here. That's right. I love it. Real. Love it. All right. So what's so special about this show that you created?
Well, I would love to tell y'all that, but I think y'all need to invite the Seenagers in, because I'm not a baby boomer, I'm a millennial, and I feel like we need to let the baby boomers introduce this baby boomer banger to their community.
All right,
then bring them in.
Let's bring them up. Okay, hey ladies.
Look at y'all. Looking all sexy and fine.
Hey, all right. So, Ima, did you want to introduce them, or they're gonna introduce themselves?
Well, first of all, I just want to say these are the Seenagers of Birmingham, and if you don't know what a Seenager is, This is Cheryl, Waneke, and Rita. I'm gonna throw it to Rita and ask Rita to explain what a Seenager is, and then maybe you can introduce yourselves to the world.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Rita Collins, and a Seenager is a 60s or above who is determined to continue to live her life. I'm saying her. Men could be Seenagers too, but so far it's just us as far as the representation is concerned. But yeah, so we found a niche where we really enjoy ourselves, and we want to share that with the world because we feel like women our age, people our age, are feeling that, oh, I'm at the end for third quarter, I have some retirement and grandchildren. Well, all that's wonderful, but we have so much more to offer, so much more to share, so much wisdom to impart into younger generations, and so that's what we are as Seenagers.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I didn't know what it was when, when we were invited.
Yeah.
Yes, but it makes sense now. It really makes sense.
It really does, you know. Okay. So, ladies, why do y'all agree to do the show?
Well, before we get into that, can you individually introduce
Oh,
yourself?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so y'all go ahead and speak.
Well, that's Missy number 1, and I'm Missy number 2. I'm Waneke. That's Rita, and I'm the socialite. I'm the old young potty girl, and as a matter of fact, this is very apropos because we celebrated my birthday. Now, today is the 18th. My birthday is a week from now, but I have to celebrate. Now they're laughing at me, but I have to celebrate. This is the first time that I started this early. So I go from usually 9/25 to December the 24th, right before Jesus, because I have to move on. But because you all, you couldn't have timed it any better. I'm down here in Montgomery, and this is my first pre-celebration, probably because we're Seenagers now. We used to just be the yay tribe. I'm the quiet one of the group. As a matter of fact, I was so scared to be on this, but y'all were at our exclusive pilot screening, and you all made me feel so comfortable. Okay, that's all. I'm Waneke. Okay, that's enough for right now. That's all I gotta say about that.
Oh,
How old are you, Waneke? This, and she's my godmother too. Waneke, how old are you today?
A week from today, September 25th, I will be 66.
Yeah.
happy birthday! We're gonna get it turned up, man.
Thank you.
I'm the elder in the group, by the way. I'm 67.
Oh, 67.
Y'all
Look good for being in the 60s. Y'all really do. You know, hopefully when I get 60, I'll be looking as young as you women.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Now that the quiet one of the group is no
She's the
longer,
quiet one?
that's what she
That's the
said.
quiet
She
one.
said she's the quiet one. So now that the quiet one of the group is no longer speaking, let's move it on.
I am Cheryl Price, and I am a professor at Tuskegee University. Just thinking about this girl makes me laugh. And I am Ima's mother. So,
Oh, okay.
and
Where did you get it from then, huh?
yeah. So,
Get it from my mama.
You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, now I'm back to my original question. So, ladies, why do y'all agree to do the show?
Well, we had started hanging out once a month. Started in 2014.
yeah.
We started hanging out once a month. Our energy matched, and so we're very, very different from each other. We're completely different people, but the three of us together works, and so we decided to spend time, on a regular basis. We're getting older, grandchildren, blah blah blah. So let's just once a month get together. Well, we were getting together once a month, and we were doing like museums and movies and going on girls' trips and going to concerts. And we went to one of Dick Gregory's last shows.
Yeah.
We just did fun stuff. But then when coronavirus hit, we were stuck. And so we thought, you know how everybody's supposed to have a little small circle, you know, during coronavirus, your family and 2 or 3 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were each other's 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
And so we decided we're going to keep up our meetups, but we can't go anywhere because nothing was open. The theaters were closed and the museums were closed. So we decided that once a month we would get together. And do you remember when you were a little girl or boy and your grandmama said, you're not going to wallow around this house all day?
Wow. We did. We wallowed.
So we decided to wallow.
Wallow.
All weekend. So we would just get a bunch of food, a bunch of wine, pick some movies, and just literally lay around in our PJs, drinking wine, eating food, and watching movies. And one of us would fall asleep, the other one would wake up. We just were, So that's.
And I think the thing that we missed saying that we were in high school together.
Oh, yeah.
So we met over 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that it's you know, when you go through different stages in life, you never forget real friends. So whenever you meet back up, if it was a genuine friendship, then you just kind of pick up where you left off. And we've been in each other's lives. Like Wanaki is Alma's godmother, and Rita and I have been pregnant together one time. I'm saying that because she was pregnant 3 times. We got 3 kids.
I'm an only child.
One time. And from then, and that was with Ima and Carly, who you'll see later. And that was over 40 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been in each other's lives for a very long time. And you know, when anybody knows that much about you, you gotta stay friends with them.
Or
kill them.
That's the alternative. That's the last choice. Period. Period.
They know too much.
Yeah, they do know too much.
And the way we got our names, Missy, I'm Missy 2, 1, and 3. When we in the band, as Cheryl told you, I played the flute. Now, I didn't want to be 1 because that caused a little too much trouble and too much work. Now, I didn't want to hold up the rear end. So I was number 2, and I played the flute. And these 2 were the clarinets. And 1 is tell.
Okay, so I'm kind of the overachiever in the group. I just go hard in the paint, as they say. Clarinet player at John Carroll Catholic High School. Woo!
John Carroll.
So I played first clarinet by senior year. Wanaki made it to second flute, and Cheryl
Played 3rd clarinet all 4 years because I didn't care. The band director asked me, "Do you enjoy this?" I was like, "Yeah," but you know, I didn't want to take PE, so I took that. I didn't know you were supposed to be serious about it. They were really serious. They wanted, why don't you ever move up a chair? I said, well, I get to meet all the freshmen because they come by me to go on in the first chair. So I get number 3.
And speaking of my birthday,
Were we really speaking of your birthday?
I missed that.
but listen, the relevance is we're here because a year ago for my birthday, I was gifted from my goddaughter, chose through the, with these shows, what we doing right now. I can't think of the words when we gonna say it, but it was a gift. And so that started a year ago, and here we are now getting ready for our debut in November on Demi TV. Demetrius Malone, Seenagers of Birmingham, that just started. For somebody who didn't want to say nothing, I can't carry on. Oh, okay. Oh, man. You remember how I was talking, I was saying, oh, I'm so nervous and stuff, and y'all heard me. I didn't know y'all was hearing me and stuff, because I was like, I hope I can come up with some words to explain to it. And you know what? You all were talking earlier. If I go too long, somebody tell me. But listen.
When we get started talking too long, you're supposed to nudge somebody.
Nudge her now. Nudge her now.
Hold your legs up so they can see you.
Nudge her now. It's a nudge.
Okay, let me share something. Cheryl is the parent in the group. Now, as teenagers, that means we sort of act like teenagers, just old. So Cheryl is the one that wrangles us back in because Wanaki and I tend to go
Drift off.
We just drift. Okay.
I have lived in Pike Road, Alabama for 10 years.
Mm.
And they have visited me most of the time. Let's just say 100 times they visited me. 70 of those times they got lost.
How?
Day they got lost.
How?
We were smelling the roses as we normally do. Oh, look, the sun. What do you think about such and such? Oh, did you think?
Girl.
And the next thing you know, we've missed the exit because we're so caught up in our very colorful conversations.
And see, I'm an eye doctor, and vision is what I do. So I look to see, and then I decide to be. Okay. All right.
Intriguing.
So you guys see they're a bit of a handful. It's like having teenager triplets. It's like
Oh.
having triplets that are all
Yeah.
16.
But I'm 19 and they're 13.
That's a very good analogy there. Very good analogy.
But Wanaki's 12. She's not even a teenager. She's a preteen.
And like we do have pre-teenagers too. We have pre-teenagers. And then we have pre-teenagers, we have teenagers, and then we have senior teenagers.
Yes, I want to explain to y'all how it works because this is going to be a program for all of the old school lovers. So a teenager is anyone 60 through 70. So 60s and 70s. A senior teenager is anyone 80 plus. A pre-scene, which Miss Wanda, we love you. She's our very first pre-scene ever. So you'll see that episode at the John Carolite edition. Pre-scenes are anyone in their 50s.
Oh,
They're
okay.
pre-scenes. So I hope Bethany Frankel can get this because Bethany Frankel, y'all, we need to get her. She needs to be our pre-scene of 2023. She's in her 50s and she's got a daughter and they got some good banter. I would love her to be a pre-scene. Then a preemie is like me in your 40s.
Okay.
I'm a preemie. We're preemies up in here. Preemies.
Anywho, all right.
Because he fell somewhere in there. And y'all noticed that he kind of got quiet and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right, ladies. Why do y'all decide to film in Birmingham, of all places? Why Birmingham?
Okay, well, we're from Birmingham. We grew up in Birmingham, John Carroll Catholic High School, Birmingham, Alabama. And we feel that the narrative needs to be changed about our city. We're in the South. We are the headquarters of civil rights. We were the scene for the bombs and the church bombings and all that stuff. And so we grew up in a way that most people don't see Birmingham. All three of us are teachers' children. And so our environment was a little bit different from what you normally see on television as representation of Birmingham.
Right.
And so we wanted to change the narrative. We just simply wanted to change the narrative and show that, got some shine here too. Yeah.
I'm glad somebody's trying to change the narrative.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because I know I was in the military. They really thought Birmingham had dirt roads back in the early 90s.
Well, yeah, they still do. I have my students, when I introduce myself, I'm Dave Price, originally from Birmingham, Alabama. Which side? I don't know, Birmingham. Then they get into issues that they've heard. And a lot of my students are from the North. And all they've heard about in Birmingham,
Right.
even in 2020, 22, they hear about the violence, the civil rights. But can y'all go to the movies? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
So because they've heard their parents. And let's just face it, back in the 50s, there was a migration of Black people from the South going to the North. I can't blame them.
Yeah.
However, our family stayed, and those that left, some way think that they escaped what was going on, and kind of did. So they just tell their children kind of what they heard or what was going on when they left. But a lot of things have changed since then. Out of the three of us, I was the only one who moved away. Countless times. But I still feel like Birmingham is home. I really don't have many families left there, but I know that Birmingham is home.
Okay.
And my practice is located in the Civil Rights District of Birmingham, Alabama. And this past September 15th, the 59th anniversary of the bombing of, my office, like I say, is one block down from the 16th Street. So we were just talking about how we felt it, you know, how we felt the kindred spirit. So what we're doing now is kind of like a new civil rights movement, you know, bringing attention, and why not start with Birmingham, Alabama, where they say the Birmingham, we're watching you. And so that's what we want to do now. Birmingham, we're watching you as we change the narrative of the city and the aging, specifically our demographics.
Okay.
Wow. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's move right along. What do you think about the current climate of Black reality TV as older women, grandmothers, and godmothers in the community?
Well, I probably watch more reality TV than anyone else.
Can you let the people know that you knew who we was before we met?
Kourtney and Eddie, I was a subscriber a long time ago. So I was like, oh my God, they're celebrities. So I sure did. Because I watch reality TV, I knew Kourtney and Eddie. And I must say that I love your reviews of the show because you try to lightheartedly do. But if we were to be perfectly honest, a lot of the reality couldn't possibly be reality because anybody who fights that much, they need to be locked up. I mean, it's screaming and slapping and throwing chairs. So I do know that there needs to be a balance because this can't be anybody's reality. They can't be that angry.
I agree.
Totally agree.
Well, I don't look at reality TV because the few shows that I started seeing, they were pulling people wigs off or something like that. And I was like, oh, I don't even want to do that. I don't want that energetic vibration entering anywhere into my space. So I was like, this is not for me. So I rely on my peeps for info.
I want to ask you something. Hey, can I ask you something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Was the wig pulling off? Was that it for you? That's why you stopped watching TV?
Yes, was.
The wig pulling off. Everything else was fine, but the wig pulling was good.
They
Okay.
snatched the wig. It was a wig.
Black people, you can throw chairs, but when you keep pulling wigs, then that's had it. Yeah, that's a deal breaker. Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What can viewers expect to see from you three on season 1? What can the viewers expect? We see a little bit, but what else can they expect?
You can expect a little bit of the unexpected because, like we said, we want to change the narrative about our age group a little bit. So we did a few daring things, fun things. We want to inspire our demographic, as Wanaki said, our older ladies in particular, but people in general to know that life is not over. I have an aunt that passed away just recently. She would have been 101 this past week.
Wow.
And I'm 67. So I did the math. I said, wait, hold up. I can live 33 more years. You know? And so what am I going to do? Just same as no, do something else. Do something fun. Do something, do something with that bucket list. And so we want to encourage people to continue to live, to continue to enjoy, definitely continue to be healthy. We want people to be healthy spiritually and physically and emotionally. And so we're not going to do any of that fussing and fighting because that's not what we do. We want to share as much positivity, energy, energetically as possible We want to encourage young people to know that you can keep on living and still keep on living, you know, decades from now. And so we want to inspire, encourage, and entertain because, as you can see, we're kind of funny.
Yes, you. Yes, you.
And you people were saying earlier, and when I say you people, I'm talking the dialogue and the dynamics between you, Courtney, Eddie, and I am, and you were talking about connecting. And what we want to do is we want to connect the generation and raise the vibration through clarity and comedy. That's what we want.
I love it.
Love every minute of it, man.
Clarity and comedy.
Love it.
Wow.
And I Rita was talking, I think maybe this week, you know, she was mentioning that the average age, her people live a long time. So she has 33 probably more years. My people don't live that long. My people get out of here around mid-80s. So, you know, in about 18 years, if I'm not doing anything else, you know, I may be gone. But that's fine. Like I tell them all the time, if I don't come back, don't come looking for me.
I love it.
But yeah, and I don't mean to be morbid, but it's just a fact. I'm a fact numbers person. And the odds are not with me living to be in my 90s because my people just don't live that long.
That's understandable.
Next time they leave when they get tired of being here, I think. When my mother was active in her sorority until maybe 4 months before she passed. So nobody was really expecting her to die but her. But she had been kind of homebound for 4 or 5 months. And, you know, then she just slipped on out of here. So, yeah, my family, they are very active livers. So when it's time, they just get on out of here. Now Ira, on the other hand, has another set of genes where they live very, very long. So, yeah.
That's her way of saying she hopes I outlive her. She wants to make sure I outlive her.
And I thought that she probably will.
Okay. All right, ladies. What do you want people to take away from watching Seenagers of Birmingham? What do you want people to take away from that when they watch the show?
Well, what we want them to take away is that life is dynamic. It's constantly changing. It does not go into a straight progression. So what you have to learn to do is to learn to bend with the curves, move with the flow, and go with the glow. Just made that up, okay?
I'm a 19-year-old, remember.
All right. So let's move on. Did somebody else want to say something?
Well, I just want to say, I mean, I think you can pretty much see from the Seenagers introducing themselves. One of the main purposes of the program is really just to kind of connect baby boomers to their adult children. Like my mom said, I mean, to be perfectly honest, she's the oldest matriarch in our bloodline. You know, her mother, her mother's mother, they're all transitioned. They're across the veil. They're ancestors now. So my mom is the matriarch. And that's why we wanted to honor Miss Wanda. That's why I called out Bethany Frankel. That's why we're going to start to honor other matriarchs, other baby boomers and silent generation and other elder women to get their shine while they're here because they deserve it. And also to prepare those of us who know we next up, Generation X, millennials, we next. What we going to do? You know, we want to kind of connect those generations, repair relationships, talk about the mother wound, heal it, but keep it light and keep it learning for everybody. So hopefully we'll get a lot of mother daughters, grandmother, granddaughters to watch the show and just families in general to kind of talk about issues, but in a lighthearted way.
I love it. I love it. This interview has been fantastic. You know, it has really, truly been great. I love meeting you ladies the first time. I just want to say that when we were invited, was it the premiere?
It was the screening, our exclusive screening.
Okay. So when we were invited to the screening, it was a pleasure to meet you ladies. And I said it before, is that sometimes when people say they're funny, that is just depends on the person. But I tend to think that when people are funny, that means they're, for me, if I laugh, that means you funny for real. I don't know why I hold a funny, chart to, but I hold that. Yes.
Funny measures.
But I think that you ladies are really, really funny. And just the mesh together, it totally balanced everybody out. And that, I'm not just saying that, but it is a great balance.
I'd like to say something real quick, and I'm not gonna say keep y'all long, but I love the energy. I love it. Real talk, for real. I love the energy. I can't wait to see the show. I'm glad y'all trying to do something for Birmingham. Man, much respect to you, for real. Yep. Okay, I love what you're doing. Okay, get a little choke up here. But I love it, and y'all continue to do what y'all want to do, and continue to do what you do, and just keep that energy up. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I want to ask this question: how can people connect with you and be notified when the trailer comes out?
Yes, so I'm gonna let the ladies of the Seenagers give their social media handles so that you can follow them. Our trailer and our website are gonna drop next month in October. So there's gonna be a Seenagers of Birmingham website as well as the trailer, which is gonna be a shorter version. I mean, Courtney and Eddie got to see a longer screening of season 1 for our stakeholders, but we're gonna be releasing a trailer of a preview of Seenagers of Birmingham, and we want you to join that. We'll be putting it on social media and the website in October. And then, of course, in November, for November sweeps, you guys said we were going to be able to come back. So they're going to invite us back when the show drops. So we're going to have some more conversation and laughs and some positivity, not tea, positivity.
All right, I like it.
Very good.
And we just want to shout out and say how grateful we are for Demi TV. They are producing this and executive producing this series that will be available on Demi TV, as well as Roku TV, Apple TV, and iTV. So when we come back in November, we'll be dropping those links to be able to purchase and stream the season or an episode. We ask that you buy the whole season because you want to get the whole season and the behind the scenes stuff. And I'm doing it like an old school box set. So you remember we had DVDs in the old days of TV shows, and you got the behind the scenes interviews and some extras. So we're going to be doing that for you with Seenagers. So when you purchase the series on Roku TV or Apple TV, iTV, or Demi TV, you'll be able to get some extras from us. And when we come back in November, we'll be dropping some more gems on how to connect. And of course, you'll join us for our change.org No Shade, which I know we'll talk about before we leave.
That's right.
All right. So ladies, how can they connect with you guys? And you can say it now, but once this video is over, you send me the information. I'm going to put it all in this video.
Okay, we're on Facebook, Seenagers of Birmingham. You can reach us at Seenagers of Birmingham on Facebook, or Rita, Wanakee, and Cheryl. We have a Facebook page under that name. Also on Instagram, we are Seenagers of Birmingham. And we have a little TikTok that we're working on, Seenagers of Birmingham.
All right, y'all got me doing the TikTok dances.
Yeah.
No, I love some TikTok challenge dances. I love it.
Yeah, she does.
Oh my God.
We were working on it last night.
Yes.
Soon.
Right. I want to see them moves. I know y'all got it. So yes. Look at Irma.
I know. I'm hiding my face already.
And you probably had
as
your
well.
eyes and your ears.
As well as you could.
All right, then. Okay. So lastly, tell us about the No Shade Challenge. You just kind of mentioned that just a minute ago. And what is it about, and how can people join the No Shade Challenge?
Yes. So as you know, Seenagers of Birmingham is changing the narrative. So we have a No Shade movement that you want to join, because we have a partnership with the city of Birmingham, NAACP, AARP, and some other organizations to start a No Shade movement. And there's only 3 things you have to do. You go on to change.org and you can Google the No Shade movement, sign the petition, and there's 3 things we're asking you to do. Refrain from gossiping, refrain from criticizing, and refrain from complaining. So gossiping, criticizing, and complaining is what I call toxic talk. And it causes illness and sickness when you get into energy. So what we're trying to do to help our part in raising the vibe and healing the world is we're going to encourage you, and by we I mean these elders and me, because I'm a millennial, but I like to think of myself as an honorary teenager. I've had enough strokes to do so. So I'm an honorary teenager, and we're encouraging you to help to heal the world by controlling your own conversation. And I know it's very hard to do, and I know all of our media is telling us to do the opposite, but we're giving you the next 3 months, October, November, and December, to work on that. And even if you can't do all three, because I'm gonna give my little list of people that I'm challenging. The night I met y'all, I also met Miss Marcella, and y'all said y'all would take the challenge, and she did too. I know it's your job to talk about other people, you know, so you can talk about people but you don't have to criticize them.
Right.
You don't have to complain. So maybe y'all can't not gossip because that's your job, but you cannot criticize them and hurt their feelings.
Right.
So if you click the link below, I'm going to give everything to you guys. We have 75 signatures. We're looking for 10,000 by December 31st.
Okay.
If we get 10,000 by December 31st, the mayor of Birmingham, thank you, Mayor Woodfin, is going to sign a proclamation for 21 days of kindness every September in the city of Birmingham, to honor those who've passed away from suicide, to honor those who've experienced bullying, cyberbullying, and to stop the crime in the city. They're going to make an actual proclamation. So that's going to put Birmingham on the map. So we're asking everybody, and I made a little list. Hold on. I made a list. I'm challenging these particular individuals to take the pledge because it's all about influence. And I know, Miss Marcella, you're the first one. I talked to you at Wanda's birthday party. You said you can't really do it all the way, but you can bring us on. I want you to take the pledge. Cocktails with Queens on Fox Soul. I want you to take the pledge. TGIF, I love you, Funky Geneva. I love you, brother. Quentin, I love you. Claudia, I love you. I need y'all to take the pledge. Any panel-led entertainment media. So if you cover reality shows, if you cover celebrities, if you're on cable or streaming, I'm challenging you to take the pledge. All Black media, Shade Room, you need to take the pledge. I'd love to see TMZ take the pledge. They probably won't. But especially celebrities, artists, and influencers, I want y'all to take the pledge. And I would love it if some celebrities would give their testimony of how gossip, slander, and criticism has affected them on an emotional level. I know Tamar Braxton has been very vocal about that. I love you, Tamar. She's a Pisces. I'm a Pisces too. We're very emotional. It's a lot that happens when people try to be famous, but then they also sign on for a lot of this gossip and slander that their soul can't handle. Then they're visiting me in a healing session. So we're just trying to get people to think about the fact that if we want to heal the world, the only way to do it for free that we can all do, and the medicine we all have and can give, is kindness.
Yeah.
So if you'll sign the pledge, we would love it.
Awesome. All right.
Alma. You are a blessing. You know that? You really are. And like I said before, I love what you're trying to do. I really do. Like I said, you know, anytime you and the Seenagers of Birmingham wants to come back on, let us know, you know, for real. And ladies, I'll be watching you. Okay? Watching y'all. Don't be acting up now. I'll be watching y'all now.
That's right. I'm trying to keep them in order. Our job.
So before we end this interview and this live, first I want to say thank you all so much for coming on and sharing. We're excited about what you're doing and taking place in Birmingham. You know, again, you know, we're outside of Birmingham, but we are from Birmingham. So, you know, whenever we tell people, you know, we're from Birmingham. So yeah, we love our city. And so we do want to see people have a different outlook on our city. You know, we have been called country. I still don't agree with that. I say that we're Southern. We're Southern.
We country, good. We country.
But anyway.
And let me tell you what, they also call us ghetto. People in Huntsville call Birmingham people ghetto. I've been in very conversations.
Hold on. Yeah, Huntsville are looking down on people in Birmingham?
Oh yes. A lot of people in Birmingham have a stereotype in Huntsville for being ghetto. And Adair, I know you'll shout me out on that. I got friends in Birmingham who can vouch for that. When I went to A&M, we would talk about it. People thought because I was in Birmingham, they're like, "Oh, you ain't on First 48." I was like, "What?"
Really?
Wow. So there's a lot of division that's in there. We got to come together.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because we are one state. We're all in the
Yeah,
same.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming on. Is there any final words that anybody want to say before we end?
I'm going to defer to the ladies first.
Oh, I want to challenge some of my organizations, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, particularly the Chi Sigma chapter, to get involved in the challenge. I'd like to encourage the ladies of the National Organization of Black Women and of my huge family, all the members of John Carroll Catholic High School, National Hookup of Black Women. And yeah, everybody on my Facebook group, please join the challenge. We need to put this energy into the world.
That's right.
And I'd like to challenge the Adams Eye Care family team, doctors and staff, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Hollywood Swinging 74, Beta Gamma, Birmingham, and Birmingham alumni. The More Than Conquers Faith Church, Bridging the Gap Ministry, the Creative Nature of God, Apostle George Overseer, the National Optometric Association, I just got two more. And the Black Eye Care Perspective, and the Alabama Optometric Association. And this is the last two. And the Fairfield City Council and the Birmingham City Council. And my new social media friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, if there's anybody else out there that's left, that has not been challenged. And in particular, my line sisters, Intensified 25 from Delta Chapter 76, and all of my Tuskegee University family, all my children, sisters, and brothers, please take the challenge. It's not nice to be unkind. So let's be not nice.
Yeah. not nice.
Yeah, let's not be not nice.
Don't be not nice.
Don't be not nice.
Don't be not nice.
All right.
I
love it. I absolutely love it. So
And
thank
if you
you.
need some tips, I'm going to be doing morning prayer on my Facebook page Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Standard Time for 15 minutes from now to October the 10th.
So what is your Facebook page?
It's at I'm a Price on Facebook. Okay. I mean, I know I've been shadow banned, so you're going to have to pull me up. But we're meeting Monday through Friday for morning prayer. It's been powerful. About 10 minutes. If you want to vibe up, join us. I'll be there to help you be kind.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you so much again, ladies. So glad. And once again, tell us when the trailer comes out and how can people go and get it?
Yes. So we will be releasing the trailer mid-October. It will be very beneficial for you to follow me and the Seenagers on our social media pages. We will let you know on social media when the trailer drops and the website drops. So you can come over to the website and watch the trailer. We have a goal for 10,000 views before the premiere. Watching the trailer is free, and we promise it will raise your vibration.
All right. Enough said. All right. On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much. I'm a Price and the Seenagers of Birmingham. We enjoyed this ride.
Yes, we have.
And we always have to say our signature, as we say at the end of all of our videos. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
Bye.